Hey everybody, it's Miss Emily again, and it's time for the moment you have all been waiting for. Today is the day we are going to start digging in and writing our own spoken word poems. Now, like I've said before, you're already a poet. You just might not realize it yet. So, in this video, I'm going to give you some tangible tools to prompt you on the writing process. Now, these are all assignments that I want you to do. I want you to do all of them, but I don't want them to hinder your creativity. I want you to maybe use these as guides to inspire you, but the goal at the end of the day for you is that you just keep writing and that you feel more and more comfortable just exploring your feelings through words and trying new words and trying new things, and that you just feel comfortable and safe doing that. So I'm going to give you guys some cool prompts and ideas to help you get started. So the first thing I want to talk about with you guys is I want you to make a list. You don't have to do it right now. You can watch the whole video and then come back and watch it again slower so that you can follow along and make your list and stuff. But I want you to make a list of 10 things you know to be true. So 10 things I know to be true, and they can be anything. They can be happy, sad, things that frustrate you, things that delight you, things that amaze you, things you're curious about, but 10 things you know to be true. So for example, 1, the sun sets. 2, the sun rises. Those are things that are true. 3, mac and cheese is delicious. And on and on and on, okay? So there's no pressure there. Just explore, think about things that you know are true and write them all down. And then what you are going to do is you have 2 options with this. You can turn your 10 things I know to be true into a poem all its own. Something that I really love is a list poem. And not all list poems have numbers on them, but sometimes I think they're really cool to just state facts, and it sounds really beautiful when you read it all off. So for example, 10 things I know to be true. 1, the sun sets. 2, the sun always rises. 3, that tells me that no matter how dark or scary or lonely my night might be, that the sun rises and that there's always hope. So see, I just turned those simple things that I believe to be true into the beginnings of a poem. So that wasn't scary, right? That was fun, huh? So have fun with that. The second thing you can do is write your list of 10 things to be true, and you might not want to turn it into a list poem, even though I encourage you all to try that exercise because it's super fun. So just go for it. Make a bunch of lists. Make a bunch of list poems in your journal. Have fun. Try new words. Say them out loud. Have fun with the sounds. But another thing you can do is you can pick one thing from that list and decide to write a poem about it. For example, mac and cheese is delicious. It's super silly, right? But it's also true. So what you want to do is pick whatever it is, and you're going to write it on a piece of paper, and then you're going to put a big old circle around it. Now this is brainstorming. This is called a mind map, and it helps you brainstorm and get ideas. So you write that there, and then you're going to make little arrows coming off for all the things that it makes you think of. So for example, mac and cheese. Grandma makes it to celebrate. Grandma makes it when I'm sad. Mac and cheese is delicious. Mom says it's not healthy. It's comforting. All of these things. And so I could look at that, and just as I'm looking at it, I'm going to make a poem up right now, okay? I'm not going to worry about it being perfect. I'm not going to worry about the words being perfect. I'm just going to share my feelings. Mac and cheese is delicious. My grandma makes it to celebrate. Sometimes it's for doing really good on a math test, or sometimes it's because I won a soccer game, or sometimes it's just because I kept my room clean for 5 days in a row. My grandma makes mac and cheese to celebrate. My mom says mac and cheese isn't super healthy, so that's why it feels really special when my grandma makes it. But she doesn't just make it when I want to celebrate, or when I've done something special or good or cool. My grandma also makes me mac and cheese when I'm sad, or I feel like I've been trying and trying and trying, and I just can't measure up. My grandma makes me mac and cheese and it's a way that she shows me she cares. And so to me, mac and cheese is delicious, yeah, but it also represents unconditional love. See, it's that simple. That is how free you can be with writing your poetry. I just made that up on the spot. Was it perfect? No, but it was true. Well, it's not true anymore, but it was true when I was younger. So I would just encourage you guys to play with words and to brainstorm and to just write it all out. Yeah. So then another thing that I want you guys to try, if you're feeling stumped, another really fun exercise to just get you going is to write a bio poem. So what you're going to do for that is you are going to write your first name, and you're going to write 4 traits about yourself, 4 character traits about yourself, 1 person you are related to, your favorite food, something you care deeply about, and your favorite color. So for example, here's one that I just wrote about myself. My first name, Emily. 4 traits about myself: quiet, listening, intense, singing. 1 person you are related to, sister. Your favorite food, pizza with every topping you can imagine. Something you care deeply about, justice. Your favorite color, blue like the ocean. So I would read my poem like this. Emily, quiet, listening, intense, singing. Sister, pizza with every topping you can imagine, justice. Blue like the ocean. It sounds like a poem, right? So have fun with that. You can write a bunch. You can be creative. You can write a bunch of bio poems. You can write them about other people if you want. But that is a really fun exercise to get your creative juices flowing. And then also you can do a 5-sentence poem. Now this one is especially good. It's good for any age, but it's especially good if you're a little bit younger and you don't feel super comfy writing with a pencil. You can ask somebody to help you. So you could ask mom, dad, big brother, big sister, babysitter, any of that to help you with your poem. So it would be your 5-sentence poem. So you would write, I smell, I hear, I taste, I feel, I see. So that could be anything. You could say you smell jasmine, or you smell chocolate chip cookies, or you smell adventure. It doesn't have to be something that you really smell. It could be a feeling. And then something you hear, you taste, you feel, you see. So for example, I'll just come up with one right now. I smell adventure. I hear music. I taste confidence. I feel brave. I see my future. So I hope those exercises were fun for you. I hope they are fun for you as you write your spoken word poem. Right now is not the time to worry about the form of your poem or your grammar or your spelling or your sentence structure. You just want to focus on how the words sound when you say them and how they feel. And if they feel true, you're on the right track. If it's a story that you're excited to tell, people are going to be excited to hear it. If it's a story that feels special to you, it's going to feel special when people hear it. So don't be discouraged. Just write what's on your heart. Just think about the beat and the energy and the rhythm and the emotion behind your words, and don't get caught up in the nitty-gritty of trying to make it perfect. Because like I always say, perfection is not the goal. Perfection is not possible. Okay, so don't be afraid that it's not perfect. Just write, explore words, explore sounds. You can use big complex words, or you can use little tiny words like yes, no, and, I, if, anything like that, okay? You can use slang. You can use words from another language. You can incorporate all those patchwork pieces from the quilt that is you. You just want to put them all in your poem, okay? So have fun with these exercises, and then what I want you to do is I want you to pick one after you're done writing, after you feel confident in a poem. I want you to pick one, and I want you to read it out loud. Try it on, see how it feels, and then maybe that's the one that you want to perform. So in our next video, I'm going to be giving you guys some tips on how to perform your poem so that it rings true and that your voice is heard and that you feel confident. And then I'm just gonna remind you to record yourself so that you can send it in to me so I can make a video of everybody. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for listening, and thank you for trying and just leading with your hearts and being willing to try something new. I'm so impressed, and I'm so proud that you guys are willing to do that, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.